Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alrighty, today we're going to be taking a look at the F-14 Tomcat module from Heatblur. I did a review many months ago. I've done like a first impressions video, but this thing's been out since what, March of 2019, and it is December, near the end of 2019. And I've been doing these videos where I do an overview of what the module has to offer as of today. So things have changed a lot, and there's a lot more content in here than what was in here to begin with. So let's get at it. So under instant action, under the default map, you got takeoff, cold start, free flight, dogfight, landing, air-to-air refueling, case 1 carrier recovery, and refuel flight recover. Under the Nevada map, if you happen to own that, you've got a cold start, Gen 3, Gen 4 fighters, dissimilar Fox 2s, guns only, Nellis, Nevada free flight. Let's take a look at the Fox 2s. This is always a fun one. So as you know, the F-14 Tomcat is pretty much well known and idolized in movies forever because of Top Gun. And this mission is pretty cool, and it has a little nod to Top Gun in it, which is why I chose it. So,
get ready. We've got a bandit, MiG-28.
MiG-28. Did you hear that? He called it a MiG-28. So, if you look at it, it's even got the right skin with the Russian star on it. So like in Top Gun, they literally used F5 Tiger IIs, or I don't know what it was considered then. It was an F5 Tiger Shark probably, as the aggressor. And I think it was because at Top Gun they were still using F5s as their aggressor squadron, and it just made sense for them to do that. That's my guess, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate. But they had that black skin, and they basically just painted a Russian star on it, and called it a MiG-28. And there is no such thing as a MiG-28. There's a MiG-29, there's a MiG-25, MiG-23, no MiG-28. So kind of cool stuff. And then if you take a look at this thing, man, this is the most beautiful aircraft in all of DCS World. Just the level of detail is unbelievable. You can even see little wires and stuff in those little flaps there. And the afterburner effect is unbelievable. It's just the best module. And look at the wings sweeping back further. Pretty cool stuff. So it doesn't get much better than this. You know, the F-14 is like the most beautiful module, and it's the coolest module, but don't take my word for it. Get it for yourself and find out. And look at the cockpit, man. Like, just this thing's freaking amazing. Just right down to the little bit of wear and tear on the paint around the edges. Just amazing stuff. And this cockpit takes a little bit more to render than most of the other cockpits in DCS World, so performance-wise, the Tomcat module will put you back a little bit compared to, let's say, like the F5 or even the KA-50. You know, there's a lot of cockpits in this game with a lot going on in it, but this one really is the most detailed. It's just absolutely amazing. And you can jump into the back seat as well, to the Rio. And I never figured this part out, and I don't think I'm going to, because it looks way more than what my brain pan can handle. But pretty cool shit, man. And you can have a friend jump in the back seat and run the Rio part of things, and you can be in the front seat playing Maverick. Very, very cool stuff. So that was instant action under Nevada. Nice variety. Normandy, you get 3 missions, and, you know, to be honest, I don't expect anybody to own the Normandy map and be playing this stuff, so whatever, right? Persian Gulf. We've got some pretty cool missions under here. The Hormuz rocket run is super fun, and it goes to show that the F-14B's got some pretty cool air-to-ground capabilities. and you can actually do some cool stuff with it. You've got rockets, and you've got, I want to say Mark 83s, which are some nice big dumb bombs. So basically, got some targets up ahead. I'm going to ask Jester here, set my weapons up. Give me some Zunies, Jester. And we've got some smoke down here. I'm cleared hot, they say. So this thing is a really capable air-to-ground platform as well. I'm not going to say it's better than the Hornet or better than the Harrier, because I don't think it is, but it's just a cool plane to do this stuff in. Boom, boom, boom. Wreaked a little bit of havoc down there, wouldn't you say? I turn them labels off. I know nobody likes them. There's smoke, so I can see my targets. Alright, Jester. That's one way to do things. How about give me some Mark 83s, Jester? I love how this thing buffets and shakes and rattles a little bit. I think that's one of the things I like most about it, is this plane, you have to fly it. You can't let it, it doesn't fly you like the Hornet does. So, right there, right there, right there. Boom. Nice, right on target. And look how savage that thing looks with all the armament hanging out from underneath of it, man. This thing's just a freaking beast, man. And let me go back here to Persian Gulf. I forget what this one is. On Alert 5. What is this guy? Let's see. Okay, now, some of the missions require you to maneuver around, come up in here, hit your nose wheel strut, and drop the nose down, latch up to the catapult, come over here and set your wing sweep properly to auto over here, and pull your flaps back. Well, this is one where I'm ready to go, which is kind of nice. Just for funsies, let's take a look at this. They're coming out with a super carrier module pretty soon, which will be super cool for all this stuff, but this is what you got so far, which is still a lot of fun. So I'm going to give it like 80 or 90% throttle here. I'm going to jump into the cockpit. I'm going to hit my shift and U keys together, and watch in the mirror up there how I'm going to salute next to me, and they're going to shoot me now off the carrier deck. Up, up, and away, and oh, wrong switch. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Or is that what I wanted to do? I'll just hit the G key to be safe.
7 o'clock high, 5 miles.
That's what I wanted to do. And then get my flaps back in order. No, why the hell is my gear still down? Oh, come on, man. What did I do? Alright. Clearly I fucked something up in the cockpit. I usually just hit the G key, and then earlier when I was playing this mission, I grabbed that lever and pulled it up, and my gear came up and everything went fine. But of course, when I go to make the video again, it didn't work out that way. So, Give it throttle, hit Shift U, and off we go. Unless it's going to bug now because I quit the mission. This is annoying. Okay, so we're now experiencing one of the bugs with the module that hasn't changed since it came out. So sometimes if you die and start a mission over, or if you quit and start a mission over, and then you try to do it again, you can salute all you want, and they don't launch you off the fucking deck. So that's one of the bummers, and that's one of the bullshit bugs that they need to fix in this. Very annoying that that still happens at this point, you know. Let's try it again. Alright. Let's give it some throttle. And let's give them the salute and see if they launch me this time. And of course they won't. So, come on Heatblur, get your shit together. That's a bug that's been in there since I first reviewed this a long time ago, and it's pretty fucking annoying that it's still in there, guys. Come on, why is that? It shouldn't do that. So anyways, these are the missions, and they are really cool missions, but when it bugs like this, it really pisses me off, and it shouldn't do that. So, if we go to campaign, now when I first reviewed this, there was no campaign, and I was kind of bummed. Now, there's the F-14B Operation Cage the Bear, and they said they were going to give us a F-14A model and a B model, and the B is what's in there now, so there's still an F-14A coming, and it will include its own campaign as well, which is pretty cool. This is a cold start, a hot start, and then regular. I don't know that there's a difference between these two because I've flown them both and it didn't seem any different to me. I don't do cold start because, to be quite frank, I hate starting up the modules and, you know, doing that. I don't like doing everything cold to start. That's just I ain't got time for that, you know. I just want to have fun. So there's a campaign now, which is a major plus. If we go to missions and we see what they've offered there for the default map, very nice variety. That's a lot of missions to be given somebody, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, you know, Nevada, there's a river trial. It's run through hoops or something. And this, the Normandy, it looks like another fly through hoops thing, which is stupid. Kishkat, Night Hunter, Pitch the Deck, Tomcat Iran Flogger, Tomcat Iran Reactor, and then watching the Double Dog. I don't know what the difference is between the instant action version and this one, because the video I made was of the instant action version, but it's an awesome mission. Basically, you're doing close air support for Marines on the ground, and they need help, and you zip in there, and you look down at one point, and you see the shit hitting the fan, and you can hear them fighting with the small arms fire in the background, and they're telling you they need help, and they drop smoke, and you go kill stuff at the orange smoke, and then a minute later they drop red smoke and tell you to kill the stuff at the red smoke with I think Mark 83s, no, GBU 16s, I'm sorry. But still, it's very cool. You really feel like you're doing something, which is awesome sauce. And training. I don't usually do training missions because DCS World has pretty much been pretty disappointing with training missions forever. However, I was pleasantly surprised when I tried the training missions in here for the Tomcat because they were actually useful. Doesn't happen too often. I usually suggest to go watch a video, read the Chuck's guide, and really just press buttons on your own and see what you can come up with. You're going to learn that way by doing versus watching somebody else do it, you know. And that's the whole idea of the training missions, but they just don't always work out that way. And what normally happens is, see how that's highlighted around the gun rate, that little yellow square? When you do the stuff in other training missions in DCS at times, they'll tell you to push this button. You'll push the button and the highlight will never go away, and it won't let you go to the next part of the training mission. Something bugs out at some point. So you just never get to the next part, which is really annoying and it pisses you off and you just want to say the hell with it. However, the ones these guys are doing, they actually seem to work. Air to air, select the gun. I'll just press the button on my stick, and we're ready to go.
This is it. Bandit. IL 76. 12 o'clock. 1 mile. Once locked, the diamond will be placed over. Congratulations. You just built your first waypoints 2 and 3. If you want to practice
Zoom. And that's it, man. Dude's going down. Very cool. But that was useful, right? Do this, do that, do this, line you up to do it, and let you do it. That's what a training mission should be. So very cool stuff as usual. But you know what? I really didn't expect something that wasn't going to be cool from these guys, you know? Heatblur has done a fantastic job. Like I said, there are some couple bugs that still exist in here that just piss you off and you want to scream about it. Like there was another one. There's 2 carriers. I want to say Carl Vinson and Stennis. And if you create your own missions and you take off from one of them, it just continues to dump you into the water. And then if you take off from the other one, it works fine. Well, there was a bug. And the bug was if you take off from the one, it dumps you in the water and never lets you take off in the Tomcat. But it works fine with a Hornet, I think. I don't know if that's been fixed. I haven't tried that one for a while. And then this one where, you know, we were just doing the mission here, or attempting to do the mission, right? Which one was that we were just trying to do? That was under Instant Action Persian Gulf on Alert 5. And I think I literally have to like restart the whole program for that to clear and for it to let me. But I don't know. Maybe since I've started a mission in between, this will work this time. Okay. I'm going to give it some juice. Give him the salute. And are we going to take off? Yeah, still nothing, right? So kind of annoying. I don't know why that still exists, but it does. So anyways, that is the F-14B. That is my overview of it. It's a very capable air-to-air platform, especially with the Phoenix missile. You can usually reach out and touch somebody at 40 to 50 miles with that thing. Jester's awesome. Jester will talk to you. Did I go through Jester? I should go through Jester. I don't think I did. I'll start this one real quick just for funsies. But Jester has a personality all of his own. You know, if you get in trouble, Jester's like, alright man, do some of that pilot shit. And then other times, if you're flying close to the ground, Jester's like, you know, shit, 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 when you're going too low. So basically you get this radio menu that comes up. And he can do everything. You can have him help you with air-to-ground weapons, navigation. You can have him sit there and program the countermeasures and the flares and the chaff programs.
There is a friendly F-14, 5 o'clock, 1 mile.
You can select the ordnance.
All right.
Computer target.
Okay.
So he does a lot of stuff, which is really cool. And you can jump in the back seat and take over Jester's position at any time if you want to do both. But in multiplayer, somebody can jump back there and be your Rio, which is rather awesome. So very cool stuff. And this is really a cool mission. So these guys up here are in this pass, and they're Marines, and they're in trouble, and they need your help. And you're pretty much just flying close air support for them. So they want us to hold a left orbit.
4 by GBU 16, 022, done 670 rounds. Call us in when needed.
And this is pretty much the way it works, because I was listening to the Fighter Pilot podcast, and this is how the dude on the ground was basically communicating with the close air support guys.
Roger that, Bravo. We see you. We are overhead your position now. We'll hold a left orbit until you're through the pass. Much appreciated, Dog 1-1. Bravo, 92 out.
Not bad. Very cool stuff.
Orbit above the mountain pass beneath us. Let's see if we can spot the Bravo convoy next to the burning tank wreck.
And there's Jester talking to me. So, very cool stuff, man. Very cool stuff. So that is the Heatblur F-14 Tomcat module, and they put up a roadmap not long ago with a whole bunch more updates that are coming. So I think they're getting close with the F-14A. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know why you'd want the older one, but I hear it has different engines. So maybe it'll just be more Cold War type stuff, because the campaign here takes place in like 1991. So maybe they'll do some like early 80s or late 70s stuff with it. I think that would be really awesome. So as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and until next time.